first thing it takes to be an education entrepreneur is no backup plan. You actually have to invest yourself 100% in the process and in the belief that what you're going to do will succeed. That I think is the foundation to every sort of major innovation and every major leap that our society has made, that really there is just no option for failure. I think beyond that, you really have to have this idea that that passion and energy are going to see you through, because sometimes that's all you have. So being passionate, being excited, being undying to your belief is key. And I think lastly, that really strong, beyond just passion, but conviction that what you're doing is the right path. It's the important path. It's necessary, that you can't look any other way. And especially in this circumstance, that the achievement gap is real. It's growing, it's big, it's scary, it's a monster. And if we're gonna beat that, if we're gonna fight that, there has to be this just belief that it is possible, it is doable. Primary thing in building a successful school, and any sort of school, any place, any time, any age, is phenomenal teachers. You're never going to have a good school with mediocre teachers. So hiring the best, finding the brightest, finding the most passionate, the most dedicated, the most willing to spend the time and the energy that it takes is what's going to make a school great. Beyond that, it's all pretty. So you want to have great administrators, you want to have certainly supportive staff, but those teachers in the room are making the immediate day-to-day impact on students, and they have to be the highest caliber. There are many challenges being an educational entrepreneur. And we all know the state of education right now, that there's not a lot of funding right now, so that requires a lot of creativity. Certainly those are some challenges when you're trying to figure out, with a school setting, where do you put your money? We certainly funnel the most money toward our human capital, our teachers, but that doesn't necessarily always cover all the bases. So that's a creative process that we are in. I think another sort of unglamorous aspect of being in a small school is that we all wear a lot of hats. So I take the trash out. That's part of my job. I also put the trash out in the morning, make sure the trash cans are ready to go. That's certainly not what I ever thought I would be doing when I graduated from college, but a necessary component to our school running well. I think another piece of being a really great educational leader is that you're going to deal with a lot of angry parents at times, angry students, emotional teachers, and taking that in stride and saying, this isn't fun. It's not fun to be a battering ram. But as a really famous president said, the buck stops here, and we have to not make excuses. We have to say that this is the job, and we're going to do it. Overcoming challenges, really, the only way we're going to achieve that is by having a goal and working as hard as possible towards it. So, we were opening the school. There were a lot of challenges into finding a facility and getting the facility ready on time and recruiting students. And the bottom line is, it was hard work, and we had to do it. Our goal was to be open, to serve students, and so not deviating from that goal, saying this is a roadblock, but nothing is a brick wall. There's no way that the word no can be in our vocabulary. We have to keep our eyes on that goal. We have to succeed. We have to make sure that for our students, we're modeling that this is what hard work looks like, and we're going to get there. What makes every teacher, what makes every educator get out of bed is the fact that in every single day, even days that I think of, the triple curse days, there's one shining moment where a student acknowledges that what you're doing is helping them, or where you see some test results or some data that says our kids are learning or they're achieving. I sit in the lucky spot of being the person who oversees an entire school, so I see all kinds of data every day. And when I see that students are learning, when I see that students are appreciative, when I see that parents are acknowledging the real qualitative difference between our school and other schools that they've been at, that's what makes it worth it. It helps that I started a school in a community that I taught in for 4 years. So, and I sort of did my time. I spent some time in the community, being a teacher, working with students, working in nonprofit organizations that also serve students in our community. That was a big piece. Beyond that, though, our students have a community service requirement. Even in 6th grade, they have to do 5 hours community service. That community service is cleaning up the parks in our community. That community service is being a part of local parades and being a part of local festivals and events. It's really taking pride in the South Phoenix community and really saying, we're a member of this. We want to be a part of it. We're not here to say that everything is bad and gross and yucky and we need to just forget that we are a part of this, but actually to say we're part of the solution. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna make this park a little bit cleaner, and when we're done, it'll be better for having had Phoenix Collegiate Academy at the site.